Hello there, my name is Sidbeast and you can call me B, and welcome to Carpe Diem. Here, this one's a short one, so it's going to be a part of a visual novel collection. But yeah, according to the visual novel database, it's about only 17 minutes long, so yeah, pretty easy one shot here. Hey, let's go. Oh yeah, I don't really know anything about this game, and I was just looking for short games on the visual novel database, and this was one of the ones that popped up, so she's late. I've experienced some problems lately, and we weren't able to hang out in a while. I managed to get things working so I can spend time with her. But it is only temporary, and I don't know how long it'll last. Hey, Jung. I assume it's her. I like her design, it's pretty. Sorry, did I keep you waiting? Yeah, for about half an hour. A guy's supposed to say not at all here, you know? I didn't know that. I wasn't notified about this change in society. They didn't bother because they know you're not gonna follow it anyway. Damn right. So, where do you want to go? Oh, do we save? Do we need to save? To the mall. How about the mall? Wow, didn't expect you to suggest going to the mall. I like to support a dying industry. Why is that? Because you get bored easily when you're shopping with me. Yeah, but this time I have stuff I want to buy. I wonder what it is. Duct tape to shut you up. Kinky? Oh oh my, when did you become so kinky? But whatever you're into, I guess. You know you like it. She laughs as she pulls me towards the mall. It takes a lot of time, energy, and money to shop with I. Normally I would avoid the shopping mall like a plague, but I'll make today an exception. Wow, they're having a big sale. We just stepped into the shopping mall's entrance, and she's already pointing at a clothing store. Let's check it out! She pulls me towards the store, then proceeds to keenly examine every part of every clothing, like a detective looking for evidence. She picks up a white dress with flower designs on the bottom half. One sec. She heads to the fitting room to try it on. Looks more a little... Oh, it is white, but it looks a little more pinkish. It's cute, though. How does it look? It's hard for me to answer this question because I have zero sense of fashion. I'm the type of guy who would wear anything that fits my size. Ah, you're a jeans and sweatpants kind of guy, aren't you? So whenever she asks... Jeans? Did I say jeans? I mean, a hoodie. What? I meant a hoodie and athletic shorts. Well, yeah. So whenever she asks me this question, I rely on the magic word. Cute. I think it's cute. She looks at the mirror. Really? Isn't it a bit plain? I touch my chin with my right hand as if to reanalyze the clothing. I find it cute. I'll take it. She goes inside the fitting room to take it off. Then she walks to the cashier to pay for it. Is that all you need from this store? Pretty much. You don't have much on anyway. Then we continue to walk around the mall. She's like a chunk of steel, while stores are strong magnets. Whenever we are walking, she slowly strays towards the store sometimes without her even knowing it. Hey Jung, this looks good on you. She holds up a shirt with a spider print. I don't really need new clothes. I'll buy it for you. I'm not wearing that. She picks another shirt up. There, I'll buy myself one as well so we'll match. I'll wear it with you. That's not the problem. I know it's no use when she makes up her mind. While she's paying for the shirts, my eyes wander around to see a computer store. Let's head there when you're done. I point to it with my thumb. Oh yeah, you did say you need to buy something. Yeah, I'm gonna see if they have cheap parts there. Building a computer. especially hard drives. The program I'm developing is bigger than I expected. Wow, you're a nerd. She silently follows me into and around the computer store. Just a few seconds and I'm ready to pay for my items. That was fast. That's how you're supposed to shop. Nah, you're not even checking if they work or not before you buy them. That's what warranties are for. I go to the cashier and pay. Where do you want to go next? I saw a toy store over there. Let's check it out. We enter the toy store and I immediately heads to the plush area. Look at all these cuties. I want all of them. Felt girl. Go for it, as long as you have the money. Well, I thought you were paying. Keep dreaming. I'm kidding. But seriously though, they're so cute. I wonder what I should get. While she's busy picking a plushie, I head to the next aisle where the keychains are. I saw a spider keychain. Ah, she would love this. She likes spiders? Oh, I see it on her necklace. I think this is spider. I guess she likes spiders. I have a friend who hates spiders. I would tell him to steer clear from this game. I quickly go to the cashier to pay for it. Then walk back to I, who still can't decide what to get. Hey I bought this for you. I show her the keychain. It's so cute! You didn't have to. It's fine. It wasn't that expensive anyway. She looks really happy about the cheap keychain I got her. While walking, I sees a bookstore. Hey, let's stop in there for a bit. Yeah, bookstores are really fun. I didn't know you like reading books. Well, not those kind of books. I'm actually starting to get into cooking, so... I see, you're looking for cookbooks. Yeah. She's gonna say, yeah, you ever heard of spicy talk? What kind of dishes do you like? I'll try to cook for you sometime. What is that word? Boif? Whoa, chill. Why don't we start with bacon and eggs? I don't even know what you said there. Why even bother asking then? She smiles and she takes 3 beginner cookbooks from the shelf. I'm starting to get hungry. Oh yeah? I just realized I'm kind of hungry now too. We head to the mall's food court. What do you want? Whatever you're getting, I'll just share with you. Alright, find us a spot and I'll buy food. I go to buy a large serving of maki rolls and sushi. This is probably enough for 4 people. Whatever, I like these anyway. That's kind of a lot, don't you think? I'm gonna have you eat all these. I want you big. Okay. You're a feeder? No way, I'm not gonna eat all that. No way I'm gonna eat all that. Just kidding. But these do look yummy. I might eat more than I intend to. I realized how hungry I am when I finished the whole serving within 5 minutes. Wow, you were that hungry. Apparently. I sit back and let my stomach bloat. Where do you want to go next? Let's see. How about the arcade? Alright. As we walk inside the arcade, her eyes are filled with amazement and excitement. Hey, June, look! She points at a crane game. I, as always, love cute things. I want that big spider plushie! And she finds spiders extremely cute for some reason. I try to reach for a coin in my pocket. Wait, let me do it. I want to get it on my own. She pulls out some coins and starts playing. But I forgot what that cartoon's called, but it's about like a cute little jumping spider. I forgot what his name is. But she will love him. Jumping spiders are honestly really cute though. The plushie has all of her attention. Her first try barely touches the thing she wants. What were you even trying to get? Hush, let me concentrate here. She manages to grab it, but still no luck. It fell! She inserts another coin and tries again. And again. And again. This crane is broken! Of course it's not. Here, let me get it for you. I'm not good at crane games myself. But I gotta show off somehow. Maybe the crane gods will be merciful upon you. Got it! Thank goodness. Wow, how do you do that? Easy. I pray to all the gods I know of. Of course I can't say that. It's all in the timing. It was a fluke, right? Of course. I immediately stop when I see her holding out a coin. I will just keep quiet before she asks me to do it again. I hand her the big plushie and she hugs it tight. There are some racing games over there. Want to try? Not very fond of those. I'll just watch you. Okay, I'll just play a couple of rounds. I'm not a big fan of racing games either. I just like their setup in the arcade. They are almost completely enclosed and the seat tilts according to the game. It feels real. Ai stands behind me and watches as I play. As expected, I lost the first round horribly. Wow, Jung, are you even trying? Bystanders don't get to talk. She plays with her plushie as I continue my game. Then again, I lost. Just as I thought, this isn't really my thing. If only they had this kind of setup for a completely different game. I chuckles as if to mock me. Yeah, I can remember like there was like this arcade that we used to have in the area, and it had like a racing game, but it's like a motorcycle one, and you get to lean and it'll turn. It was fun. I think you suck at whatever game it is. Is that why you can never win against me? Oh yeah? Why don't we sell this once and for all? She points at the fighting game arcades. I loved playing these when I was a kid, so prepare to get your butt kicked. I accept your challenge, Missy. Finally, a game I can play with her. It's not really a date if I'm the only one having fun, right? Practice game. I don't know the buttons yet. I also have not played this in a long time. We sit across each other and her voice is all I can hear. Spent the first round trying to figure out what every button does. After trying some combinations, my character accidentally hit hers. No fair! Don't hit me yet! Hurry up, I can't wait anymore. Just one sec. How do I, Oh, never mind. Alright, I got it. Come at me anytime, bro! The battle begins, and we got so into it that I forgot how many rounds we did. But we're more or less evenly matched. I win half the time, she wins the other half. More importantly, I get to see a side of her I rarely see. Why did I do that? Strangely enough, it's the side of her I find the cutest. The buttons are not listening to me! I only see her like this when I play with her at home. Which only happens once or twice before. Aha! I won! Beat that! I'm just trying to keep my laughter in while listening to her. We play one round after another. Hey, no fair! I wasn't ready! The more she plays, the better she gets. See, I've beaten you 3 consecutive times already. Screw this. She laughs and stands up to stretch. She sees the poster on the wall about a firework display happening tonight. Hey! She looks at me pointing at the poster. I know, I see it. Can we go? Sure. I also know a spot around there that's perfect for watching it. Really? Yeah, they do this show every year. Awesome! I'm excited. It takes a bit of walking to get there, plus to go up on the hill. The sun just set when we arrived, so it was starting to get dark. Good, it's just us here. Wow, you're right. This is a good view. Right? We sit on the bench and wait for the show. Not long after, dots of light shoot across the sky. Slowly fade and bloom like flowers of different colors. The cheers of the crowd at the foot of the mountain can be heard. Ai's face is filled with happiness just watching the fireworks. Wish this could last forever. But I'm running out of time. She looks at me with a sad look. It's time, isn't it? Almost. Don't worry, it won't be long. It's fine. You really shouldn't bother hanging out with me. He's gotta move away or something? Don't say that. After all, I'm just... Have you heard of the Turing test? It's an evaluation of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligence. Huh. Whether it can act or speak like a human. But however a good machine becomes, however indistinguishable it is from humans, it will never be an actual human being. Are we a fuck? Is she a robot? Or like an AI? Just like I! Oh. Oh my gosh, it's meta. We're playing a game. No matter how good her program is, and no matter how much I deny it myself, she will never be real. We aren't in the same dimension in reality. Every day, I imagine a future where I could be with you. She will continue to dwell inside the artificial world that I created. The program crashed again. As expected, I couldn't go on any longer than that. Really need to come up with a stable fix soon. What am I doing with my life? Huh. Yeah, it was short and sweet. Let's see the other options. Other date. So, she wasn't real all along. Let's go to the park. Let's just chill here for a bit. You're just too lazy to walk, aren't you? You can carry me if you want. That's cool too. Nah, it's fine here. Let's enjoy the park. You're just too lazy to carry me, aren't you? I guess that's one thing in common. Here's a good spot to sit. I'm surprised it's a bit chilly despite the sun being directly on top of us. Yeah, nice weather indeed. It's so nice outside and you still like to stay indoors the whole day. No, that might be more true than we think. Outdoors is nice, but indoors is nicer. She giggles a bit. Yeah, there's AC indoors, and that's pretty nice. How have you been? There's mosquitoes outside. What are mosquitoes inside too, but like... outside? It's all the critters. Same old, same old. I bet you still want to eat instant food, don't ya? More or less. Come on, June. What nutrition can adding hot water give you? It's fine. You're learning how to cook for me anyways. Sure, I'll serve you my specialty dish. Burnt rice balls. Yes, every day. You'll kill me. We haven't seen each other in so long that I have a lot of things to share and ask. And I don't even know where to start. Are you still living in that torn down apartment? Yeah, but it's a bit better now that they've renovated a few things. I think my greatest worry is that the place is the people, though. Worry about the place is the people, though. Most of them are old people. They should move to a safer place, especially if they're living alone. One good thing about Ai is that she can be talkative. It saves me the trouble of trying to keep the conversation alive. I just ask a question, she'll manage to talk for hours about it. How's the work? How about work? How's it been? Total mess, and probably will continue to be. Our boss gives us impossible tasks, and most of us are pretty much fed up with it. A lot have quit already due to that, and the rest are demotivated. And then there's Troy, my coworker. He would slack off into the last minute. He's such a troublesome guy. Makes things harder for us. Sometimes he would even ask our other co-workers to do his part. I listened to her while noticing how much her expression changes since mentioning that Troy guy. There's one time we got the processes all mixed up because of him. Our boss was furious that time. Then Troy... She paused mid-sentence and stared at me. What? Oh, I see. What is it? You're jealous, aren't ya? It's written all over your face. Huh? What are you talking about? Anyway, what did this Troy guy do? See, the tone of your voice gives it away. Leave me alone already. Come on, admit it. I stare at her and wait for her to finish laughing. What happened to the job offer you got from the other company? Oh, that? I turned it down. Need to be relocated for that job. I don't really want a new settlement and lifestyle for just a bit of increasing income. It's not worth it. That's fine. I bet you'll get another job offer soon. Maybe even closer here. Who knows? Aw. You'll miss me that much already? She really enjoys making me admit embarrassing things. Yes, so I can try your burnt rice balls already. We continued talking and laughing about random things and totally lost track of time. After a while, the conversation slowed down so she stands up. One sec. Where are you going? I'll just get us something to eat. Before I knew it, it's already noon. Time really flies when I'm with her. Bought us takoyaki. I saw a mochi stand on my way back, so I bought some. You like these, don't you? That's great, thanks. How much do I owe you? It's not much, don't worry about it. But if you insist, then I guess you owe me a favor. Okay, what favor? I haven't thought of it yet. I'll save it for later. As long as it's something I can do. Don't worry, it won't be that bad. She winks at me as she eats the takoyaki. Now I'm worrying about it. I won't ask for something you can't do, you know. That's a lie right there. Okay, maybe a bit, but not so much. I don't trust you. She laughs as she eats the last piece. Well, now... water. Well, now that we're done eating, let's head to the mall. Oh, we're just gonna head to the mall. Okay. Firework display? Oops. She smiles at me and she takes 3... Oh. I missed something. About a fireworks display. Oh, fireworks display. You heard them too. I kind of want to see it. I pull up my phone and look it up. Oh, it's that. What's that? They've been doing firework displays this time of year here since I was a kid. Really? Can we go? Sure, let's hurry. There's a good spot I know of. It takes a bit of walking to get there, plus to go up a hill. Oh, so scroll up to go back. And scroll... Gotcha. The sun had just set when we arrived and was starting to get dark. Good. Yeah, we go there. What does the last option do? Oh, it's just to the arcade. I know a good arcade place. Want to check it out? Sure, I've never been to an arcade before, so I'm interested. Really? Don't you like games? I do, but I usually only play at home. I think you'll like it there. We'll see. As we were... So... Hey, June, let's go grab something to eat. So it's just like... The sequence of bits are just a little bit reorganized, I guess. I was just thinking the same. Oh, we go to another place. We go to a small diner near the cafe. What are you getting? She looks at the menu for a bit. And order a beef udon and tempura. I guess I'll get the same. We find a table while waiting for our order. And the first thing she asks is... Where's my food? Looks like playing games really tired eye out. Patience is the virtue. Patience won't fill me up. Like that. Complaining won't work either. Then our order arrives. Oh, look, it did! She chomps on her food like there's no tomorrow. It did not take a while for her to finish it. Ah! That was good. I'm just like, ah, that was good. Rejuvenated? Definitely. That took all my energy. Well, at least you had fun. Yeah, but we need to pick something less active now. How about the park? I'm cool with that. Let's go back to the park. Here's a good pot to pick. She suddenly stops talking. I'll be back. She stands up and walks towards the lady giving away some kind of flyers. She grabs one and waves it at me as she was walking back to the fireworks show. They're having a fireworks display later. You should see it. Yeah, I know about that. They do that here every year. Let's go then, before it gets crowded there. Don't worry, I know a good spot to watch the fireworks. It's less crowded too. Takes a bit of walking plus to go up the hill. We're going to see the fireworks and learn she isn't real. Yay, Carpe Diem. That was a cute little one. Kind of sad, but cute. I really like her design. It's adorable. I'm definitely going to add her to the Tomodachi Life Island. But yay, it's an AI thing. It's like Monica, but doesn't go horribly. It is kind of sad. It's like, go touch grass, bro. I don't know. I'm not any better. I'm not no better. Hello, my name is Sippy, and you can call me B, and welcome to Without Within. It's another short visual novel that I don't know much about. It's, according to the visual novel database, it's only about 17 minutes, so yeah. The description is about something about calligraphy, so we'll see. Let's go. Venti! 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 The chants of my fans echoed through the door in front of me. One of my two bodyguards wrapped his hand around the doorknob. Please prepare yourself, Miss Venti. Once I open this door, we'll head straight for our limbo. The guard had no reason to fret. I had long since grown used to these crowds. Still, I nodded to put him at ease. After taking a deep breath, he pushed the door open. She's daydreaming. This is real. A crowd of hundreds raised their cameras as soon as I stepped out. My guards waved their arms to shoo them away. This red carpet was for me to walk on, after all. I blew a kiss for these starstruck peasants. Miss Venti, please. Oh, that's the bodyguard. Miss Venti, please, let us hurry, my bodyguard said. Too bad for him, I started along like a model on a catwalk. A group of reporters managed to worm through the crowd. They now tiptoed over my guards in hopes of scoring that exclusive. Venti, how does it feel to have won another Calligrapher of the Year award for being calligraphy? A reporter asked me. Before I could answer, another dozen people shouted over and over, hoping for my attention. Venti, may I get a photo with you? Can you sign some autographs for my kids? And 2 for me, of course. I can't believe I'm saying this close to Venti! My fans stamped their dirty shoes all over the red carpet. Finally, my bodyguards pulled out their pepper sprays to keep these fans in check. A young male reached in my direction despite having a spray aimed at his face. Rather admirable for a peasant. Extended a hand for this male fan to kiss. Unfortunately for him, he fainted at the sight of my perfectly polished nails. I reached my limousine at last. My bodyguards opened the door for me. As I climbed in, my trailing fan snapped as many photos as he could. Miss Venti! Miss Venti! The crowd chanted as my car window pulled up. How odd. They never referred to me as Miss. Oh, my graceful presence must have been too much for their sanity. These poor things. Miss Venti! Miss Venti! It was a dream. Oh. Well, I had fun while it lasted. At least I got to ride in a limousine for a good 30 seconds. In real life, my only registered vehicle was, well, my 10-year-old bicycle. My apartment had no space for a car anyway. Really. Actually, this single room with cracked walls may be an insult to the word apartment. Pull up those curtains for a spectacular $1 view. Featuring a sewage pipe and a wall tainted with yellow. Just open the window if you wish to smell the sewage as well. A breathtaking experience. Delightful. By the way, sorry. I needed to take back the one. Oh my god, can I speak? By the way, sorry, I needed to take back the one room thing. This place actually has 2 rooms, thank you very much. The second room happened to be a toilet. That still counted, right? The toilet clogged 3 times a month, so be careful when using it. I'd say it counts. Miss Venti! Miss Venti! A woman's voice echoed from outside. She was no fan, but rather my landlady. I glanced over at my clock. 6 a.m. Waiting another hour or 2 would have been nice. She probably just wanted to tell me about another rent rise. Nothing good ever came out of that woman's mouth. I would be better off staying in bed. Oh. Huh. Alright, stay in bed. I snuggled back into my blanket. The landlady could knock all she wanted. My focus was on my calligraphy dreams. I had no time for these common folk manners. A week later. Turned out the landlady was chasing me for my rent. By the time I realized, she had already evicted me. Now I live on the streets with nothing but my calligraphies. Dang. The past few nights have been freezing cold, and I ran out of tissues to wipe my runny nose with. To make things worse, I could feel my head heating up from an upcoming fever. May I interest you in buying one of my works? I got a 2-for-1 deal today. Bad end. This one's kind of funny. Rise and shine. Coming. As I changed to something more appropriate, the landlady still kept knocking. I said I was coming, did I not? Maybe I should walk out naked, if that's what she dug. If this were a game, we might get a sale boost too. Good morning, Miss Venti, the landlady said. I must ask what's with the hair. It looks like you just woke up. That's because I did. It's a wasteful, young ladies like you to sleep away your youth. Landlady shook her head. She had no right to preach to me like this. I wanted to tell her, but decided against it, as doing so would give her an excuse to lecture me further. With her size, if I enraged her, she would squash me into Venti-flavored pancake. Miss Venti, your rent was due 3 days ago. Oh, well, at least there's no rent increase. Sorry, madam. My next paycheck will come after tonight's shift, so I'll pay you first thing tomorrow morning. The landlady grunted. All right, just know that if this keeps up, you'll have to find somewhere else to live. She spun around to leave. When she disappeared behind the corridor, I kicked my door shut, causing a piece of my cracked wall to fall off. I tried shoving the piece back into place. The effort resulted in more wall fragments flaking off. Great! The landlady will make me pay for that next month. Once I became an accomplished calligrapher, she would beg for a chance to shine my shoe. Hey, I sounded a bit ranty before, but that was never my intention. A lot of famous people had humble beginnings. I would follow in their footsteps, but first I needed to put in the work. Without within. And so I returned to the busiest street in my area, with my calligraphy spread before me. I sat on the concrete and rested my back against the fence. Car horns blared behind me, mixed with people shouting things about each other's mothers. These cars kept expelling fumes that made me choke. Just one of the many things I dealt in with the name of art. For the name of art! In the name of art, I mean. Pedestrians took up almost every inch of the space of the street ahead. Surely this would be the day when someone spotted my talent. As always, no one afforded me anything more than a passing glance. And my will suddenly dwindled. Let me be honest, I never expected to be showered with praise by every head who passed here. What was that old saying? 10% of the people you reached out to will buy your work. I could live with that. Even just 1%. Please, anything but 0. I wanted to scream at these people. They had no idea how much sweat I poured into these calligraphies. Boop, boop. Let's rant. Enough was enough. I sprang off the ground and kicked the fence behind me. The crowd stared as I ranted on and on about their ignorance. It felt so good to let loose. These people knew how to spot real art. My career would have already kicked off. 2 days later, my eruption made its way onto the internet. Guys, make sure to never buy anything from her. She's nuts. Ugh, who does she think she is? Spread the news to everyone. We need to make sure people like that never get anywhere. My career was doomed. If I knew one mistake would destroy everything, I would have kept my trap shut. How wish I could relive that day. Bad end. Persevere. I decided to keep these displeasures to myself. People often say that patience would be rewarded. I wonder if my patience would ever become worthwhile. Just as I thought this, a man paused to look at my calligraphies. He had a bucket of fried chicken in his hand. Kind of looks like Christmas. The smell kind of made my mouth water. Cause like, is it like, it's Japanese culture? Well, not in Japanese. I mean, in Japan, they celebrate Christian. I can speak. Gosh darn it, guys. I'm okay. KFC. They celebrate with KFC. Apparently. It's a Christmas tradition. KFC. He had a bucket of fried chicken in his hand. The smell made my mouth water. As the man eyed my works one by one, I felt my cheeks heating up from anticipation. At last, someone who spared more than a moment with my works. This must be my reward. The timing could hardly be more perfect. I summoned the courage to speak with the man, but he spoke first. You're charging for these? A man should tiny nod. The man snorted. I would never hang these on my wall if you gave them to me for free. Seriously, this is the most shameless display I ever seen. Gosh darn it. Trolls online were one thing. Confronting one in real life was a rarity. Judging from the man's scrawny arms, I bet I could overpower him with ease. Then he would know just how big of a blunder he had made. Attack! Attack! I don't know, however that the System of a Down songs. We attack, propaganda, something. Oh, the age of propaganda, I mean. Whatever. I crunched up one of my calligraphies and rose. The man must have sensed my violent intent as he backed a step and shielded his face with a bucket of chicken. I threw a punch at him before he could flee into the crowd. My fist connected with the side of his head. That marked the first time I had ever hit something. My knuckles hurt from the blow. But seeing the guy's dropped jaw made it worthwhile. He probably grew up this way because nobody dared to punish him. A couple of pedestrians popped in and held me back from attacking the man further. I squirmed against their grips, but gave up as my anger waned. Once my breathing returned to normal, the civilians loosened their hold, and I brushed myself free. I'll remember this! The man fled for the train station, eating another piece of chicken as he did so. I hope he choked on it. Next morning, someone knocked on my door. I checked the clock. 5 a.m. When would the landlady cut me a break? Miss Venti is the police. I cupped a hand over my mouth, as if keeping quiet would make the police go away. They must be here to ask about my assault yesterday. The guy I punched was nothing but talk. I should have let him ramble. God knew what would befall me now. I prayed that I would at least be spared a jail sentence. Tears streaked down my cheeks as I buried myself under the blanket. This had to be nothing more than a bad dream. Bad end. Restrain. Folks always said to ignore trolls. I clenched my teeth and stayed put. After chuckling in my face, the man strutted off. Determined to prove him wrong, I continued to sit and wait for potential customers. Another 1,000 people walked by without sparing me a look. Lingering here any longer would be a waste of time. As I packed my things, I insisted I was leaving because my part-time job started in an hour. Deep inside, I knew that the man's words had rocked my confidence. Giving up on calligraphy would mean I had wasted all this time over nothing. Yet if I lacked the gift, persevering might make things worse. Tears welled in my eyes, and I clenched my fist to hold them back. Speaking of tears, I hear a kid crying within the crowd. Looks like we had a lost child on our hands. Some pedestrians shot him glances, but none of them offered him more than that. These are really horrible people. To cheer myself up, I told myself I would never want my calligraphies to be owned by people like that. I should help the kid. That would mean being late for my job. I kind of want to. I don't know which one would be like, oh, we get fired, we can't pay our rent, or like, would something good come from helping the boy? Let's ignore. Sorry, kid. Miss Venti has a job to go to. Convincing myself that another person would help him, I headed off to work. Next morning, the kid from yesterday appeared on the news. The reporter announced that he's gone missing. Guilt seized my heart and threatened to crush it. I ended up just being as selfish as the people I criticize. A lowlife like me had no right to dream about success. I could never return to that place without being tormented by remorse. And so my little stint as an artist came to an end. Bad end. Ooh. Let's help. If I judge others for abandoning a child, then I did the same myself. I'll be a jerk and a hypocrite. With a sigh, I walked up to the boy hubby. There, it's okay. Did you lose Mummy? The boy was sobbing too hard to answer. I leaned in to stroke his back with one hand and his head with the other. Let me know if you lost Mummy, okay? I'll help you find her. There's no need to be scared. The kid managed to nod at last, and I whispered "good boy" into his ear. What's your Mummy's name? Hungry. Her name is Hungry? Like the country? The boy's tummy growled, and I realized what he meant. Oh, well, how about I buy you a sandwich? The kid shook his head. I want ice cream. Hey, kid, ice cream's more of a dessert, actually. I want ice cream. And so ice cream it was. One for him and none for me. The money came out of my pocket, of course. My poor, poor wallet. At least the kid could have eaten the whole thing rather than let half of it melt on his shirt. Jessie, the boy said. That's Mummy's name. Jessie! Jessie! I called as I strode along the street. Now people stared at me more than ever, enough to make me blush. In fact, maybe I should try shouting Jessie at random the next time I sold my calligraphies. The sky turned orange as time ticked by. Yes, I knew my shift started half an hour ago. Stop reminding me. A woman squeezed through the crowd and scurried towards us. She ran past a red light, nearly being hit by a truck in the process. She was nearly isekai'd. Mommy! The boy shook free of my hold and rushed into his mother's embrace. After muttering apologies to her son, the woman gazed towards me. Oh, thank you so much for your help. You're wonderful, just wonderful. The torrent of praises curled my lips into a stupid grin. Anyone would have done the same thing. Please, if there's anything I can do in return, just let me know, the mother said. Actually, there's something I need help with. The mother nodded. Anything in my power, miss. Which way is back to the train station? Within. The sky had gone dark by the time I arrived at work. I opened the restaurant door gingerly to avoid making any noise. Stealth mode switched on. They call me Ninja Venti for a reason. Kinda relatable. Miss Venti! The voice of my boss nearly made me jump into the ceiling fan. Sorry I'm late, I wanted to explain, but my boss glared at me, and my tongue slurred out a bunch of syllables. My explanation was in there somewhere. Probably. Maybe. I received an earful from my boss, but at least I got to keep my job. Several colleagues shot me frowns for not being here during such a busy period. In the end, I took all the blame without complaint. Well, at one point, I locked myself inside the toilet and screamed into the bowl. But I also might or not have fantasized about dunking my workmates' heads into the toilet. That was for me alone to know, though. At least I earned the paycheck I need to keep my landlady quiet for another month. As for the month after that, we would see when the time came. All I wanted was to pursue my art, but reality kept pressuring me towards finding a second job. On my way home, I spotted a banner for an upcoming visual novel named Princess Aria. The game has long been hyped on every forum I knew. Amazing art along with a cast of famous voice actors. The writer and composer were big names too. Billboards for visual novels? For Princess Aria to have an ad this big, there must be a lot of money put behind the project. The way this banner hung high helped me give me the sense that it was extra important. Bright lights shone on the princess's face to impress potential players. Yes, that's what I really needed. If I had a banner like that, no doubt people would line up to buy my calligraphy. I could already imagine how folks would react as I walked through the streets. Hey, I think that was Venti. Wow, no way, you mean that famous calligrapher I see on those banners? Yeah, she must be really good. Maybe we should ask her for an autograph. My agent would then step in to speak on my behalf. Please line up in orderly fashion, everyone. How much for an autograph? Shut up and take my money! My agent nodded in response. Autographs are available for $100, thanks. That would be $100, thanks. The game... Oh, that'll be $100, thanks. The game shop's owner said. Princess Aria cost twice what I had predicted. If I had bought this game, I would have too little left for rent. I opened my wallet, hoping I might have more cash on hand than I realized. Turned out I had less, actually. I hung my head and the storekeeper sighed. His arched brows pressured me into buying a game. I did ride 3 trains to get here. Might as well pick up something. I told the shopkeeper how much money I had, and he shook his head. The store owner pulled out a different game from under the table. He brushed away the dust on it so I could see the cover. The title read Sunflower War. Some visual novel about the battlefield. Oh, look at I like his face. Copyright 1997, the bottom read. No wonder it was cheap. Art by Invert Mouse, whoever the heck that was. The front cover would fit perfectly in a kindergarten classroom. Oh, it was from the developer, Invert Mouse. I flipped the case to see what was highlighted on the back. The game supported up to 640x480 resolution. Truly the pinnacle of technology. The shopkeeper grimaced. He must have sensed I wanted to say no. His stare made my palms stain with sweat, and I ended up buying the game. Dealing with folks like that had already been a weakness of mine. Remind me to never visit this store again. With heavy strides, I returned to my apartment. 0 calligraphy sales, late for work, and with rent topped off by blowing cash on some game I had no interest in. With heavy strides, I returned to my apartment. 0 calligraphy sales, late for work, and with rent topped off by blowing cash on some game I had no interest in. What I really wanted to play was Princess Aria. Forcing myself to suffer anything else would just upset me further. Let's play the game, boom. Let's play the game, boom. Pew. Let's play. I did spend money on Sunflower War. Might as well give it a go. The day left me pretty drained, so this relic of a game would do a good job putting me to sleep. I switched on my laptop and inserted the disc, which I partly hoped failed to load from old age. Too bad, it worked just fine. No doubt a lot of people were loving Princess Aria right now. Meanwhile, here I was enjoying this 640x480 640x480 godsend. No voice acting either. These illustrations look like they were done by a child. I would be better off closing my eyes and imagining my own artworks. The grass reached up to our knees as I read along. I painted an image of the scene in my head. The plants rustled as we waded through. We paused once every few steps, fearing there might be snakes hiding among the bushes. Somehow we managed to survive the evening. The sun surged from beyond the horizon, aligning the earth with an orange glow. Slowly, the blue sky emerged and vanquished the darkness that had haunted us. As light bathed the soil, I found myself in a field of sunflowers. I had imagined this place to look far more terrifying, but anxiety had merely been playing tricks on me. I drew a deep breath to savor the morning fragrance. In the distance, bird chirped as if applauding our survival. I could see it. Not only that, but touch, hear, and smell too. An experience captured by my own imagination. The image rivaled the strokes of any artist. It belonged to me alone. This fulfillment inspired me to take things further. The blasts of gunfire deafened us as we dove behind a wall. A bullet whizzed past the tip of my helmet. Sam had passed his helmet onto me with her dying breath. I would carry on her legacy. Pot on her head. The desert heat pinched sweat out of my every pore. I just really wanted to empty this water bottle down my throat, but with no help in sight, I must conserve every drop. Joe's eyes closed, this time to never reopen. Despite our promise to survive together, only I managed to live. How I wish I could take her place. I finished reading Sunflower War right as the clock struck 3 a.m. How so many people had missed this classic left me dumbfounded. Actually, that would be a lie, as I too had every intention of tossing the game aside. I kept demanding excitement without offering an ounce of passion in return. If I played my part, I might be able to discover so much more. As Sunflower War's credits roll, I realized just how small the development group was. The team probably knew they stood no chance against the bigger studios, yet they still did their best with dated technologies to deliver a vision they believed in. The happiness they felt when working on the project poured out in every line of this game. I could gaze right into their hearts. The thing I had long neglected. Oh, there's a kid with calligraphy. Mommy, Daddy! Vinci, what is it, darling? Look, it's my calligraphy! Honey, it's calligraphy, but that's great. I think you have a lot of talent. This is much fun. I'm gonna become a calligrapher! I had forgotten the last time I found joy in calligraphy. Every stroke these days felt like a grocery chore. All I obsessed over was how much, or rather how little, people paid attention to my efforts. My works no longer possessed heart, and I failed to notice it. Time to do something about that. I could hardly wait to start. After all, I chose this path because I loved it. The next day, I ventured outside with a new set of calligraphies. Though I made no sales thus far, I still find myself beaming. That might explain why some people smiled back. Perhaps it was the weather, but I swore everyone felt warmer today. Mommy, there she is, the ice cream lady! The boy dragged his mother into my direction. It was that kid who helped out yesterday. The mother and I exchanged nods. Honey, if the lady has a name, it's rude to call her the ice cream lady. What's her name then? Oh my, it's sorry, what is it? It's Vinti. The mother slapped her boy on the back. See, her name is Miss Vinti. Mommy, can we buy one of these doodles from the ice cream lady? Doodle must be another word for top-of-the-line calligraphy. No other explanation could restrain me from shaking the brain out of this boy. My name was nowhere inside that little brain anyway. The mother checked her wallet, and her face scrunched up in the way mine often did. All good, madam. I knew how it felt to be living on the edge of being homeless. Please, the boy nagged on. This showed why I would never have kids. The mother relented at last and bought one of my works. I guess the boy wanted to repay my kindness. I gave his hair a ruffle as thanks. After flashing his missing tooth with a grin, he pulled his mother back into the crowd. But at least I scored better marks than yesterday. Another man strolled towards me. Wow, I was on a roll now. With a heart on my side, my fame and fortune had arrived. Clean my shoes, peasants. Hey, it's you again, the man said. Oh, the troll from yesterday. I calmed my thoughts to avoid causing a scene. Maybe the guy came to apologize. Even a creep like him must know how rude he had been. Yes, my aura had cleansed him from all evil thoughts. Go on, empty your wallet at my greatness. Wow, these new scribbles are even worse than the ones you bought last time. Crazy calligrapher dubstep remix with original. Somehow I turned to an internet celebrity. Top comment? Damn, snap! Wow, she went full crazy. Lol. Triangle Mouth at 07. Illuminati! Oh my god. Wait, what year did this come out in? 2014? That makes sense. She'd be like, why you no buy, huh? Definitely 2014. Where like this might be a good time to look for a second job. Thank you for playing. Aww. Let's get that last ending. Sleep. Forgot it. I mean, forget it. I only brought Sunflower War out of pressure. After shoving the game into my bin, I crawled into bed. You threw it away? Over the few weeks, I tried over and over to sell my calligraphies, but all my works remained untouched. Well, aside from a few pedestrians who stepped on them by mistake. Wait, my bad. I did make one sale. This one guy said he needed my calligraphy to use as toilet paper. I had zero passion left for calligraphy. In fact, just thinking about it filled me with anger. This was no longer the career for me. Today, I chose to retire for good. That in. Oh, Lord. That one... It's a cute little short thing. It's kind of funny. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I wish I was better with words, but this one and the other one I played, I was just like, yeah, I had fun with it. I liked it. I think this one and the other one will add up to an hour, so I think this is a good place to stop. But like, how would I don't know how I would rank them if I... Yeah, I just like, do I have a... I don't know. The art of the first one was better. This one was funnier. But the last one's intent wasn't to be funny. It was just kind of, oh, AI girlfriend. Our girlfriend isn't real, she is online. This one is a struggling, starving artist. Poor girl. I do hope for her success one day. Be a famous calligrapher and get everyone to want to get her autographs and like shine her shoes and stuff. I love that for her. Yeah. Well, I'll see you next time. Bye.